2019 Ford Ranger uncovered vertical bracket, tough looking, turbocharged and high torque. Following quite a while examining abroad, the Ford Ranger is at last getting back home to the States, more able and more refined than any other time in recent memory. This isn't only a repeat of a similar old equation. Portage is bringing the fair-size Ranger sold in whatever remains of the world since 2011 to us. Since the arrival was declared a year ago, there's been a huge amount of hypothesis about the truck. Indeed, here it is in all its eminence. Spoiler alarm, we couldn't sit tight for the new Ford Ranger, so we went to New Zealand to drive one. In the US, the Chevy Colorado and Toyota Tacoma control the perch, with the maturing Nissan Frontier assuming a significantly littler part. Comprehensively, the circumstance looks somewhat changed. The Ranger nameplate may do as well as flourished, contrasting positively with stalwarts like the Toyota Hilux. The current D6 Ranger has been at a bargain since 2011 out of 180 markets far and wide. It's a totally isolated and much more current truck than the one already sold in the US. The unique Ranger soldiered along for almost 3 decades with only a couple of sporadic updates, yet when creation finished in 2012, offers of the minimized truck advertise had been consistently declining for a considerable length of time. The full estimate F-150 offered significantly more space and utility for very little more cash, and additionally more benefit for the automakers and merchants. In any case, subsequent to seeing the offers of the new Chevy Colorado, the people in Dearborn have taken the insight. Since the Colorado was reintroduced in 2014, the moderate-size truck advertise has developed by an incredible 83%. The worldwide Ranger is surely what you see here, however there are various changes to tailor it for an American gathering of people. Instead of a 4 or 5 chamber diesel, in the engine you locate a 2.3-liter EcoBoost turbocharged inline 4. This is a variation of a similar motor that is in the Ford Focus RS and the Ford Mustang EcoBoost. However, Ford went poorly. Points of interest on what isolates the motors. It includes coordinate infusion, 16 valves, a twin-scroll turbocharger, manufactured steel wrench and dissociating poles, and chain-driven cams. Power hasn't been reported, yet Ford is focusing on class driving torque for fuel motors. For reference, the Colorado has 308 pole and 275 pound-feet of torque, while the Tacoma makes 278 drive and 269 pound-feet of torque. The Ranger beats both of those in adapt check, as well as the 2.3-liter motor is mated exclusively to a 10-speed programmed. This transmission was co-created with GM, and is found in everything from the Chevy Camaro ZL1 to the Ford F-150 Raptor to the revived 2018 Mustang. Try not to discount a 5-barrel diesel at some point down the line. Different changes for America incorporate updated front and back styling. The grille and lower guard are not the same as the worldwide model. Passage doubts that the Ranger is the main vehicle in the class with the steel guard. The back end has the Ranger logo decorated in a huge text style along the base, like that of the updated F-150. There is likewise new trim on the wheel curves, giving the Ranger a buff, strong look. In any case, it's for the most part the same styling that whatever is left of the world has known for a considerable length of time. The Ranger has slip plates underneath, and toe snares in the guard. The vents in the front bumpers are practical. Both the hood and back end are produced using aluminum. The cost of totally changing the Ranger to aluminum like its bigger kin was restrictive, so that is as much combination as the Ranger gets. Underneath, you'll locate a live back pivot, monotube dampers and high-quality steel in the casing. Similarly as with torque, Ford is focusing on best-in-class payload. The Ranger's tow rating is probably going to be aggressive, however Ford is by all accounts concentrated more on payload limit. Venturing up to the FX4 trim includes various execution overhauls. There are knobbier tires, a steel bash plate in advance, fortified slip plates underneath, and redesigned stunts. The Ranger FX4 likewise accompanies Dane axles both front and back, with an electronic locking back differential and a 2-speed exchange case. There's additionally a terrain management system that is 4 modes: ordinary, grass, rock, and snow, mud, and trenches, and sand. There's likewise a trail control framework. Think about this as rough terrain journey control that works from 1 to 20 miles per hour. While Ford was mum regarding the matter, anticipate that a Ranger Raptor will make an introduction in the not-so-distant future. The Ranger comes in 3 trim levels: XL, XLT and Lariat in both Super Cab, Expanded, and Super True, 4 entryway designs. Notwithstanding the FX4 bundle, clients can't choose Chrome and Sport appearance bundles. While the old Ranger saw benefit in a ton of armadas, Ford is showcasing the new Ranger toward a way-of-life arranged market, and isn't putting forth stripped-down models. Rather, the Ranger is gone for the pack, inspired by getting outside, since all the showcasing materials demonstrate individuals utilizing the new Ranger to go outdoors, going romping, cycling, climbing, and so forth. On the off chance that you need a work truck, look to the F-150. The inside gives off an impression of being straight from the worldwide Ranger, however we'll need to get a decent look face to face to detect any distinctions. There's an accessible 8-inch chauffeur Ford Sync 3 infotainment framework. Synchronized 3 has Apple CarPlay, Android Auto and Amazon Alexa reconciliation. Ford Pass Connect gives clients Wi-Fi access for up to 10 gadgets through a 4G LTE modem. Dynamic security highlights incorporate blind side observing with trailer scope, pre-crash help, path keep and path takeoff help, and programmed voyage control. Evaluating hasn't been declared, however anticipate that it will begin at the low to mid $20,000 territory. A base Colorado begins at $21,195, while a Tacoma will set you back at $10 rate $24,480. However both of those are about as stripped down as a cutting-edge vehicle gets. Search for the Ranger to hit showrooms not long from now.